Service learning and experiential learning, I think, is something so unique to Loyola. It's becoming so important for us to slow down and think about how we've made that impact.
I teach a course called Environmental Sustainability. That's a service learning course, so I've worked with students on projects in that course. And then I've also mentored students in independent research.
I'm focusing on interviewing Latinos on their participation in environmental projects. I had to work with my mentor, Dr. Schuster, a lot. We've been brainstorming exactly what I wanted to research, and she's been pretty open with the ideas and running with my interests as well.
I teach the marketing research class, and that is service learning. Marketing research is a course that is taught all year round. Each semester we work with a portfolio of clients. Many of these organizations perhaps are startup firms. They don't have the capacity to actually collect primary data. So they come to our class, and then we collect the primary data, analyze it, report it, and they can put those findings into their current marketing plan or into their future strategic plans.
12 years ago I was teaching the advanced reporting and writing course here. So I decided to start Mosaic magazine. The idea being that they get out into the community, they go into the neighborhoods of Chicago and explore and find these stories. I like the fact that they are going out and doing social justice stories, they are engaging in the community, so that kind of fits the Jesuit tradition.
One of the things that we think is extremely critical for students when they're here is to get hands-on experience, both in internships and with faculty-mentored research.
Dr. Peterson is definitely, one of the best mentors I've ever had. His mentoring method has really taught me how to problem solve and having to be that resourceful and independent, and it's an incredible skill to have.
Students are very much impacted by these client organizations. We've helped with new product development, so we actually pitched data that was able to fulfill the needs of putting into a product mix a very, very different product types. So the client didn't think the product would be a good fit. The research showed here's a possibility, and then the client went ahead and launched the product.
The class is called Creative Drama. The first half of the semester, it's around the table, it's a traditional classroom. And then the second half, we work with 8th graders at Swift Elementary to teach them acting techniques through the use of theater games so that they can develop a monologue based on a historical figure that they ultimately perform for each other and the rest of the 8th graders. So the students are acting as mentors, teacher mentors through the process, very closely with 2 or 3 students, and then with the entire class of usually about 25.
I knew going into the class, I knew that I was going to learn a lot about theater education and how theater can inspire young people, and I knew that to be true before I started the class, but being able to have that service learning experience tied in, I think it was the perfect, Loyola Jesuit experience for me, because it was taking something that I'm so passionate about and being able to share that with others that, haven't been exposed to that yet.
I get evidence right away of what my teaching, the impact my teaching's having. In a traditional classroom, you hope you get it from discussion, but to see work you've taught your students, now they're teaching others, it's immediate. And so that's really gratifying.
Loyola affords you really unique opportunities through service learning and through experiential learning. I believe for my education, this was one of the best experiences that I could have ever imagined.